Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto Was the Fox Monarch, Part 4. Yeah, wait, yep, Part 4. So this is Part 4 of this Part 4 of What If Naruto was, met Kakuzu and trained with Kakuzu will come out later, but I also want to do Part 2 of What If, 5 Menaces went into Ruby. Now, before I actually continue on with that what if, I'm actually gonna think of removing one of them. I'm thinking of removing Doflamingo and then just putting 4 menaces, but whatever. Or I'm just gonna keep it like that. Fuck it. Never mind. But of course, let me just go back into this what if and shut the fuck up. There's no recaps because it hasn't been a month and all that. And since I am doing about 3 I'm gonna try to do 3 what ifs. Well, 3 what ifs of Naruto each day and try to finish him. And like I mentioned, what's called Baruto and Luffy what ifs are gonna be paused on hold. Some of them might be, either redo or some of them might be just discontinue, but whatever. Okay? But like I want to mention, yeah. Not the point. Let me go into what if and let me shut up, okay? So we go into Naruto. Naruto is right now into the Death Force. He is right now just, going to the tower. Of course, we go into Naruto and what's it called? We go into Naruto, Kanzaki, and as Death. Of course, they're all going through the forest, and of course, even big ass creatures try to attack him. Well, attack all of them. This is where Naruto mostly uses what's called nature, his forte, and actually managed to absorb the nature out of them, mostly the life out of them. Actually, continue him to become stronger when he kind of does that. Yes, he does that just to heal himself because he's still pretty injured from the last battle of him fighting against Orochimaru. But yeah, of course, Orochimaru is not in the death battle. Not death, not death battle, death forest. Of course, he is kind of just left. But yeah, because he just had to dip because he would have got more fucked up if he stayed any longer in the death forest. But yeah, any longer in the Leaf Village. But whatever. Of course, we go into Naruto and mostly his 2 team is just getting to the tower. Of course, we go into the tower. We go into a time skip of 5 days in total. Of course, some people manage to survive the kind of death forest, and some of them didn't manage to survive. Some of them managed to get killed. Some of them managed to lose, but whatever. Of course, there's about a total of I would say 16 teams. Now, of course, these 16 teams, 3 of them are kind of fodder, and they're supposed to just be 12. Okay? But of course, we go into a preliminary round. Of course, Naruto, he is put up against, he's actually put up against, Kiba, and Kiba says, "Aha, I'm going to still defeat you. You ain't gonna be anything different." This is where Kiba thinks that he's still cocky. He rushes at Naruto with blinding speed, but of course Naruto's easily dodging him. Kiba then asks Akamaru to transform just like him, and of course they say beast mimicry and try to attack Naruto with a fang over fang. Of course, Naruto dodges also that attack, and this is where Naruto, he then says, "Then let's see if you can do this." Of course, he can absorb sunlight or even moonlight. He can't even absorb stormlight, but he managed to absorb so much life energy from the Death Forest that he says, "Fortel's mode, life mode." This is where, Naruto glows into this greenish color. And this is where Naruto, he goes through, hands, he mostly kind of clap both of his hands together, and he says, "Divine lifestyle, nature of wood growth." This is where wood started spreading out of, mostly underneath Naruto, and rushes towards, Kiba. This is where Kiba and Akamaru try to, dodge the wood stuff, but of course they manage to get captured. And this is where a giant tree actually appears in what's called the arena. Everyone widen their eyes and how powerful Naruto is. And this is where Naruto, he then sees Akamaru and Kiba. This is where he managed to cut Akamaru off and push him away, managing to also poof his little mimicry. And this is where Naruto says, "So Kiba, you give up?" Kiba says, "I will never give up." This is where Naruto says, "Good, because I wanted to do this for a long time. Naruto uppercutted Kiba when Naruto let go of him with the wood saw. Like the tree decides to kind of unravel Kiba from being in the wood, and he falls down. This is where Naruto's like, uppercut, bitch! This is where Naruto fucking uppercuts, well, Kiba up into the trees, and he's knocked the fuck out. But yeah. Of course, we go into, well, Naruto still. But yeah. This is where, well, Kiba is just shocked. And, well, shocked for a lot of things. The fact that he is knocked the fuck out. Well, not shocked, mostly his teammates, but yeah. That's what, well, we go into Naruto and, well, the next matches. Well, not Naruto himself, but Naruto is seen as Steph versus someone named, well, Tamari. Tamari tries to use her wind style against Estef, but Estef managed to freeze the wind style and freeze Tamari herself. This is where Tamari was shocked, but of course, she lost, being frozen. This is where Kenzaku was going against someone else. This girl was well, from Stone, mostly not Stone, from what's it called, the Earth Village, and of course, she was able to kind of, well, use lava style, and Kenzaku was actually, her blood was in a disadvantage. So of course her blood cell was actually being melted, and of course she had to just give up. This is where Kenzaku was saddened, but yeah. Of course, this is where we go into the other matches. Gara and Rock Lee would still be the same. Neji and Hinata's match will go the same, similar. Of course, other matches will go the same, except for Sasuke having to go against someone else, like some kind of fodder ninja from, I'm gonna say the grass. Sasuke gets still that stupid ass battle between, well, Ino and Sasuke, which they still lost. It was a fucking tie of losers, but whatever. Of course, Shikamaru, he loses, well, not loses, technically he actually wins against someone from a fodder from the grass village. This is where, Choji loses from Kankuro. This is where, Samui, who's from the cloud village, she managed to win someone from the, grass and other. Of course, there's a lot of them kind of like winning and losing, but yeah. Of course, we go into the time skip of the, well, kind of, the finals and all that, for like the 1 month final and all that. So yeah. But this is where, well, Naruto does get the number, and of course I'll mention who will be his final after the 1 month. But we go into the 1 month, but yeah. Naruto is now just going to train by himself, because he needs to work on himself, because he realized he just got 2 other tails that he has no fucking clue, or kind of some clues in what they do. But yeah. But let's begin into the 1 month, but yeah. Okay, so we go into, well, Naruto's training. Of course, Naruto doesn't meet Jiraiya because he just doesn't give a shit about meeting him. But yeah, of course, Naruto's actually training with the Fox Monarch in his mind. The Fox Monarch's literally just telling him about how Naruto can now be able to control, well, the force of nature. Basically, nature itself and, well, the weather. Legit, the fucking weather. Yes, he can control the weather now. Here's where Naruto is shocked and dumbfounded now, thanks to his, well, 3-tail and 4-tail managing to do those things. Here's where Naruto, he's happy that he can do that. It's just one thing also happens. Being in his mindscape for so long and actually being tailed by the Fox Monarch for 2 days actually kind of made him unlock actually a 5th tail. And that tail is legit called, well, Dream Tail. This is what, well, the Fox Monarch says, fuck, I forgot even about the 5th tail. Shit. I gotta now teach you on how the fuck it works. Basically, this Dream Tail allows him to bring people into his mindscape, but really into a dream mindscape. Think of it like Darcy from, what's it called, Black Clover, where she can actually use her dream magic to, well, bring people, and if they fall asleep in this place, domain, they are, well, their spirits and other things are just lost forever, so they're trapped for him forever. Yeah, that's the same properties and other things for Naruto's, well, fit tail. This is where, well, Naruto started just training outside his mindscape for about 4 weeks. So, of course, that would be like 1 month entirely. Naruto is now able to, well, what's it called, use his 5 tails in one time and on, well, he can use his 5 tails at once. It would just take more energy than normal if he uses all of them at once. So for the weather and what's it called, nature tail, the nature tail was much easier to get energy. The sun tail the same, and even what's it called, the moon tail. The weather one was a little bit more difficult because, well, Naruto legit had to learn how to use chakra based techniques and how to bring the weather, because bringing a nature like a natural weather, just natural weather, was a little bit confusing in how for him to get energy from that. Well, he just, well, kind of, he can't really get absorbment from magic and all that, from the weather and all that. It mostly comes to him. It's like he can control it. He doesn't need to bring it out for like a, it's not like a spell technique. It's just him legit controlling the weather. But yeah, whenever he's angry enough. But yeah. But of course, this is where, well, mostly whenever he's angry or focused enough in how to bring the weather. He doesn't need to get like some specific type of chakra to actually bring the weather. But yeah, of course, well, his fifth tail is a similar same for his third tail. But yeah, the 1, 2, and what's called 4 tails are just almost exactly the same in how to get power. But yeah, but well, what's it called? Naruto gets the sunlight. Well, what's it called? The sunlight hit him. He absorbs it and makes it into energy. Same with the moonlight. The 4 tails, he has to absorb nature itself or just be around nature. And of course, he slowly absorbs it, but it's a much faster way just to absorb nature by touching whatever he needs or whatever. Of course, it works well for his 4 tails and, well, 5 tails. Is like I mentioned, he needs focus and anger and a lot of other emotions. But yeah. But of course, with Naruto kind of training all that, training his mind, will, and other things, he managed to kind of become strong enough a little bit. He had to train with what's called Horuzen, because that's where Naruto wanted to kind of test out some things on Horuzen. But yeah, of course, well, Naruto is right now just going. Well, he fought against Horuzen, mostly just wanted to fight him in Taijutsu. But yeah. Horuzen was pretty impressed with Naruto's Taijutsu. Because you see here, Naruto's learning the dance. Well, mostly it's a Taijutsu, but at the same time it's like a dance. It's called the dance of, well, the Fox style. This is where mostly the Fox Monarch is mostly teaching him. This is where, well, Naruto learns and copies it and, of course, basically starts learning it. But yeah, of course, this is where, well, we go into the time skip of 1 month. But yeah. We go into Naruto being into the final Chunin exam. But yeah, of course, this is where, well, the invasion will still happen. But before that, let me go into the battle. The first match is Naruto versus Neji. Naruto is fighting against Neji. And of course, this is where, well, Neji says, your destiny is to lose against me. This is where Naruto says, sure. This is where Neji says, really? This is where Naruto says, fuck no. This is where the proctor says, begin, and this is where Naruto appears right now, uppercutting his shit. This is where Neji was shocked at the speed. This is where Neji's launched up in the sky, and this is where Naruto appears above him right now, axe kicking him back down to the ground. Neji is shocked. This is where he uses, what's it called, the rotation, trying to push Naruto away. This is where when Naruto, he's still up in the sky, this is where he then makes his fist becomes fire and all that. And he says, Sun Style! Red Hawk! This is where, well, his fist is still into fire and all that, and he's not stretching, okay? He's not doing what Luffy does, but yeah, it's similar to that technique. And this is where Naruto, like, launches himself from the sky towards, well, Neji, and Neji takes rotation at that time when Naruto sent his punch. And this is where, well, both of their attacks are clashing, and this is where Naruto isn't giving up, so of course, this is where, he then puts his hand, spreads it out, because it was first a fist, and then he spreads it out. This is where Naruto says, Sun Armor. This is where, well, his hand transforms into golden armor, and this is where it then increases into more firepower, And of course, where he still decides to punch the rotation. And this is where, well, Naruto punches the rotation. Of course, it started cracking the rotation. The rotation realized that it's not taking up this much power. And this is where, well, Naruto says, Big Bang Sun Blast. This is where Naruto then just like spreads out his hand again when he managed to crack through the rotation. And right now, he just puts his hand right in, well, mostly in front of Neji in a sun blast. A giant, well, fiery blast appears from his hand, blasting, well, Neji. Neji is right now shocked and right now launched, well, kind of away from, well, Naruto. He smashes into multiple trees, and if you heard that noise, it's me just hitting accidentally cookies because I don't know where my hands are going most of the time. But not the point. Of course, Neji is then launched from Naruto and smashed into the tree. This is where, well, Neji's knocked out. Of course, his kind of skin and even clothes are singed, but yeah. Here's where the proctor says, Naruto has won! That's where Naruto says, of course. It's where, well, Naruto smiles with this, like, his sharp teeth, but yeah. This is where, well, the proctor says, next match is Sasuke versus, well, Sasuke Uchiha versus Gaara. So yeah, the matches would kind of still be the same, but yeah. This is where, Naruto meets up with Estef and Kanzaki, and this is where Kanzaki says, that was actually pretty cool. This is where Naruto says, actually, finding a compliment? This is where Kanzaki says, screw off, I'm not telling you anything else. This is where Naruto says, so what about you? That's to say, pretty impressive, but it won't be strong enough to go against me. This is where Naruto says, wow, have you actually trained instead of just being a spoiled little brat, you two? This is where both of them glares at Naruto, and Naruto says, well, I gotta get out of here. This is where they say, hell no, get your ass back over here. This is where Naruto, he gets one of his tails pulled by, well, Estef, and this is where Naruto, he feels his body freeze, because yes, his tails are the most weakest point, and yes, Naruto is in the mode of, well, the Fox Monarch. It's not really a mode he can do, it's mostly just kind of, not really a mode, it's mostly infused with him, so of course, he can somewhat hide the fox things and other things, the features, but he mostly just stays into this mode because he actually gets stronger. And is physically stronger if he just stays into this mode, whatever. It just becomes one with him, but yeah. I mean, it's already one with him, but just showing off of it. The toes from hitting, but whatever. Of course, where, Naruto's like, ow, can you stop, Estef-chan? This is where Estef said, her face becomes red. And this is where, well, Naruto had to kind of be kind of cute like a fox and all that. And this is where, well, Naruto only did that just to distract what's it called Estef and what's it called Kanzaki, because Estef did grab into, well, one of Naruto's tails, and mostly was the what's it called moon one. And of course, this is where Estef's face becomes red from how adorable Naruto kind of said that. This is where Naruto knows the weakness of females and knowing that the cuteness mostly affects him, but yeah. This is where, well, Estef's like, you idiot, don't say something like that. This is where Naruto's like, I'm actually get away from you. This is where Naruto smirks. This is where, well, he grins with his, like, sharp teeth. This is where it's like, you bastard. Naruto's like, just don't pull on my tail. They're so sensitive. This is where he grabs his tail because he can just grab it. And right now he starts brushing it because, well, it still hurts and all that. This is where, well, it still feels kind of bad. And this is where, well, episode 6, sit still, Naruto. This is where Naruto's like, hey, no, you're gonna try to freeze me or try to grab my tail harsh again. This is where episode 6 is like, just sit still. This is where, well, Naruto's like, fine. This is where, well, Estef grabs the tail that she pulled on way too hard. And of course, starts kind of just rubbing the tail. Mostly kind of like fluffing it enough or whatever. This is where, oh, Naruto's like, This is where, well, for some reason, you know how animals has this kind of like pleasures when you kind of like brush him in like one specific place? Yeah, that's what Naruto does. He's like kind of purrs like a cat a little bit. Or mostly like a fox or whatever, because it's comfortable to him. This is where, oh, Naruto accidentally just cover up his mouth and say, This is where Estef wind her eyes and blushes, but of course just amazed that she kind of found a soft spot from Naruto. This is where Naruto looks at her, and this is where Naruto, he says, that was nothing, that was me, burping, yeah. This is where Estef smiles and says, you bastard, I know that you like that. That's why Naruto says, no, that wasn't me. No. That was a cat. He points at some random cat, and that's where Estef says, that was not. This is where Naruto managed to slip his tail away from her and says, That was the cat. This is where Naruto grabs the cat. The cat meows at him. This is where, well, the cat does not want to scratch at Naruto because, well, Naruto didn't really like pick up the cat too harshly, and the cat just meow. He's too lazy. This cat is like a fat cat, and if you don't know what a fat cat is, well, search it up on Google. They're kind of adorable. So of course, it's like this black fat cat on this, where the cat just doesn't want to do anything against Naruto. Doesn't want to scratch him. It's too lazy. Meow. This is where Naruto, he kind of like tosses the cat at stuff, and says, wait, no. This is where he catches it and glares at Naruto. Naruto's nowhere to be in sight. Naruto's right now hiding behind a wall. He is just, right now, his face is kind of red. He's like, I didn't expect that to be one of my weaknesses. This is where the Fox Monarch says, well, what do you expect? Your tails are too damn fluffy half the damn time. Your tails are the biggest weakness, but there's also the biggest advantages. But whatever. They're like an extra arm if you want to think about it. Naruto says, you could have told me that I had a weakness in my tails. Well, it is your weakness when it get hurt when someone grabs them too much or kind of harshly. So I should tell you that you got a very pleasurable spot there. So Naruto says, I hate you. And so Fox Monarch says, you know you don't hate me. You probably hate the QB more than I do. This is where Kurama says, hey, fuck you. Naruto says, oh my god, can you two just shut up for a second? That's where Naruto's trying to relax. Trying to breathe in and out, just trying to calm himself because he was shocked that he even did something like that. And embarrassed, but yeah. This is what Naruto says, I can't let her just kind of do that again to me. This is bad. This is what F-Step is right now just holding on to the cat and just brings it back to Kensaki and just gives it to Kensaki. Kensaki isn't doing really anything, just watching the next battle. And of course, yes, the Sasuke and what's it called, Gaara battle is taking forever, so of course they go on to the next matches. But yeah, because Sasuke hasn't appeared, because Sasuke's a fucking, I don't know, doing something with Kakashi. But yeah, this is where, of course, we go into, well, the next match. Mostly it's what's it called, the third match and all that. The third match just contains, Shikamaru going against Amoe. And of course, this is where Shikamaru and Amoe were both geniuses. And of course, this is where, well, it was too much of a drag for them to actually fight. So of course, they just given up. Fuck it. They were fighting a little bit and then they gave up. That was too much of a drag. But yeah. This is where the next match from their match is, well, Samoe versus, well, F-Steph. This is where Samoe is fighting against F-Steph and looking around just to see if Naruto's in the crowd. She managed to find Naruto with his kind of ears pointing out, and Naruto isn't trying to watch, but really he's just trying to be sneaky. This is where, well, this is just smirks and says, bastard. This is where Samoe says, what are you looking at anyway? This is where someone kind of looks towards the ear, mostly two fox-eared kid, mostly named Naruto. The one with mostly 5 tails. Well, it used to be 4, but now it's 5. That's where she says, oh, him. He's really strong in what's called lightning, I guess. But I didn't know you actually liked him. This is what somebody said, and this is where it freezes and says, what? I don't like an idiot like him. He might be annoying in other things, but I don't like him. This is what, well, somebody says, you seem to have a very, I guess you just seem to be simmering a little bit. This is what, well, as says, I'm gonna freeze you to death. Somebody says, you can try. This is where somebody makes, what's it called, both of her tonsils right now turn into lightning. And this is where, well, Estes right now just freezes her hands, but this is where she makes a reaper out of ice. This is where, well, Estes says, I will freeze you to death, bitch. This is where someone will say, you can try, but I don't think you will be able to. Nah. That's where both of them starts fighting, of course, clashing. This is where Estes freezes the ground just so when someone is running, she will slip, which does actually make someone slip, but this is where she uses one of her tonsils to smash into the ground and send lightning on the ground to try to break the ice, which does happen. Of course, is where, well, both of them are kind of countering each other, but of course, is where, well, is a counter and counter and counter. And of course, this is where Estes tries to, well, slice, Samui with the Ice Reaper, and this is where, well, Samui tries to use her two Tontos to slash at SDF. That's where, well, both of them does hit each other, and of course, this is where Samui has now a permanent frostbite on what's it called her slash. It was mostly hitting her chest towards what's called, well, towards her waist, and of course, Epsa does have a slash also. Of course, Lightning was in those plays, and of course, does kind of electricity, what's it called, SDF. This is where both of them are on the ground. This is where, well, they're breathing out very harsh. And this is where, well, both of them tries again. This is where, well, they rush each other. This is where SF does have her sword right next to her. Right now, just intending to stab, well, what's it called? Somebody does just throw both of her tontos at Estef. Right now, hitting her in the shoulder, but this is where, well, Estef still managed to stab her sword into, well, Samui, and this is where Ice appears behind, well, Samui coughed up blood. This is where Estef also coughed up blood from the fact that she was actually hit by a lightning palm strike from Samui, and this is where, as I say, damn it, I'm passing out. This is where, well, before it was a called, the proctor says, it's a tie. This is where, well, both of them say, damn it. This is where Naruto appears, right now saying, nature healing style, healing of the vine. That's where, well, he heals both Samui and, well, SF when they're on the ground, kind of bleeding. But of course, the where, well, Naruto removed the weapons very fast, and does kind of just pick up SF and kind of just disappear. But yeah, this is where, well, SF is now being hugged by, well, Kenzaki saying, "I was so worried, you idiot. Why did you do something that rough?" This is where, well, Kenzaki says, "Thank you, Naruto-kun." This is where, well, Naruto says, I'm just doing this because of teamwork or whatever bullshit like that. Yeah. This is where Naruto does not know how to react when his team is actually thanking him instead of trying to bonk him in the head or some bullshit like that reason. Yeah, Naruto doesn't know how to react to that. Of course, his face becomes red and he looks somewhere else. That's where Steph kind of smiles and giggles a little bit on how Naruto's antics are kind of acting up. But yeah, that's where, well, someone is shocked to believe that Naruto even healed her. Of course, this is where someone gets up and kind of just walks away. But yeah, it's where the proctor goes on to the next other matches. But yeah, but for right now, I'm going to end it off for, well, part 4 of this what if. Part 5 will be whenever, but other than that, I just feel like ending off part 4 here. I know it's a little bit shorter than what's called the other what if that I kind of uploaded a while ago, but other than that, I don't care. Well, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, and good night. Bye.